Alright, we are rolling. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another Switch tour, and today we are changing it up a little bit. Doing an editorial. Haven't done one of those for the Switch that much. I should do more of those, but yeah, in today's Switch tour we're going to talk about the new news about the Nintendo Switch paid online service, or the Nintendo Switch Online, because, saying that you have to pay for it, it's mixed bag of opinions. I've been hearing negative things, positive things. I'm going to tell you what I think at the end of the video, but for now we're just going to be, I'm on Nintendo's official website. I'm logged in and whatnot with my Nintendo Network account. So yeah, the Nintendo Online service is launching in September of 2018. To give people watching this in the future a little historical context, they said this was supposed to come out a year later, so it really was supposed to come out like months ago, but I appreciated that they delayed it so they can think about things. And again, mixed bag of opinions on that one. I'm sure people are like against me on that, but I'm pretty optimistic about this, and I'll get into it later. So yes, right here they're always pointing out that you're paying for the online. I have heard news. Take this with a grain of salt, but I have heard news that Nintendo is going to offer some stuff still for free when it comes to online battling. Like this tells me right here that these are stuff the kind of games you pay for. Compatible games like Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart 8, Mario Tennis, the Sushi Striker, the Way of Sushido. That's just a list of games that's under the umbrella of the paid online service. But again, take it with a grain of salt. But I heard that some things will still be free when playing online. And this is real. A lot of people hate this, but I think this is really cool. The Nintendo's entertainment system, Nintendo Switch Online, is basically like a Netflix kind of thing for your NES games. And again, I keep wanting to talk about this kind of stuff, but I'll save it till the end. It's just easier that way. So yeah, for now there's 20 games. Now here, this is really fun. I personally think this is making it all worthwhile. Save data cloud backup. Save your data online for easy access. Details about this feature will be available before the paid service launches in September. So we don't know that much about that yet, but again, I keep saying this, broken record. I'll share my opinions for later. The Nintendo Switch Online app. I read through the Learn More. It didn't say much. It just reiterated all the stuff it does with Splatoon 2, with stuff I covered in the video when we talked about Splatoon 2 and the Nintendo Switch Online app. Basically here it seems like they're going to finally do more with it. I can't wait to see more information about that, but yeah, And, special offers, we'll see about that another time. I imagine there was rumors that they'll give games to play for a while, and, stuff like that. Online play in compatible games, Nintendo Switch Online smartphone app are free until the Nintendo Switch Online services launch in September. Just want to definitely point that out there. Alright, so pricing plans. If you're an individual with only one Nintendo account, meaning the one you use to play games based on your save data, the one you click on, when you start a game, or the one you use to get into the eShop and whatnot. So we went over in the past. If it's just one of them, it's $4 a month, $8 a month, and $20 for a year. I mean, sorry, $8 every 3 months and $20 a year. Kind of disappointed. I'm gonna be honest with you there. This I will talk about now because I really don't think talking about the pricing is gonna I'd just rather talk about what they offer in my opinion. So I'm gonna talk about this now. It should have been like $10 a year. I mean, I guess this better be really good. Like when they give special offers and such, and how the cloud service is gonna work. This better be good. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But this looks really well worthwhile. You got the family membership. You can get 4 people to even 2 people. You save some cash. Like even if 2 people do the family membership. Here, let me go to pricing details. I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction with that. Because I've heard some great things about the family membership. All Nintendo account holder may invite up to 7 others to join a family group. All members of the group will have access to Nintendo Switch Online. So yeah, that's all it says. As far as the language goes, I'm going by that. I like that idea. I already have 3 people that are interested in doing this with me. But you can go up to 7. I think that's awesome because even if you get 2 people, you save $5 or 250 if you want to be very mathematical with me. Yeah, you save 250, which is not a lot, but in the long run, I guess. But you get more people, $3 all of a sudden. Then you save like a little more than $5. And I think that's great. The family membership I think is fantastic. I think it's great for people who thought of families who all have their own Switches. For local play, they play like Mario Kart together or whatnot. Or there's just like people who are short on cash, but they really want to make sure that everybody's getting access to these kind of things. But yeah, so let's go through the frequently asked questions. How do I purchase? This is actually something I want to go over anyway. How do I purchase a membership for Nintendo Switch Online? After September 2018, Nintendo Switch Online memberships will be available for purchase on Nintendo.com, meaning here, or in your Nintendo eShop on your Nintendo Switch system. Or you can also buy them from retailers. So, it'll be like the Xbox Live cards or the PlayStation Network cards when they say select retailers. I'm probably gonna go for the Nintendo eShop, but maybe if me and my friends do the family plan, if that falls through, we'll probably end up just buying it online because it might be easier that way. There might be more. It might be a little more organized or simpler to understand that way, because the eShop purchasing things, I'm sure it's going to be good. Like, I've never had a problem buying a game in the eShop. It's always been pretty, on any Nintendo console, it's always been pretty straightforward. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. Which games will require online play? Pretty much, here we go. But other games will vary. So I guess I was pretty on the mark there. All right, few full FAQs. Let's look at all of them, shall we? How can I tell if a game requires Nintendo Switch Online membership for online play? We will share that information on this top. Okay, so they don't know that yet. I imagine they'll probably put a logo on the online on the Nintendo Network Online icon you see on the back of game cases. That's just me, though. I'm not sure on that. What pricings are available? Pricing plans are available. We talked about that. I don't have to go over that. If I own multiple Nintendo Switch systems, will I need a separate membership for each one? No, Nintendo Switch Online can be used on any device by signing into the Nintendo account that purchased the membership. That, I think, is a really important thing to keep in mind. So, just so you know. Because you can actually have your account on a friend's Switch, too. And with, who knows, maybe with the cloud saving they're going to do, I'm just speculating here, maybe with the cloud saving they're going to do, they're going to switch it off. Like, they're going to say, okay, so, you have, you signed in to your friend's Switch, and he has Mario Odyssey. You can now play your Mario Odyssey file from the cloud that was used on your Switch. So, I'm just speculating, but that would be really awesome if that was the case. That way you can go anywhere and always have access to your game files. If someone buys an individual membership, can other users on the same Nintendo Switch system use that Nintendo Online membership? Individual members can only be used by the Nintendo account holder. So, okay, so you have, let's go back to the analogy I used last time. You have 2 people. You go to your friend's house, you play, and you sign into yours, you can use the Nintendo Online membership. If your friend signs into his, just because your account's on that Switch doesn't mean he has access to it, so he can't. You each have to buy one. That's great about the family group. Actually, I want to read this. Starting May 15, 2018, it's possible to create a family group from your Nintendo account settings. Up to 8 Nintendo accounts, including child accounts, can be linked as a family group. So this one says 8, so that's a little weird. But that's pretty cool. I guess they'll have like a list you can put together to qualify. Can child accounts be added to a family group? Yes. Okay, so I guess, you have to put your age and date of birth and all that. Where can I find parental controls in my Nintendo account settings? Once logged into your Nintendo account, click parental controls. Yeah, that's the same. I never got into showing you that because I'm a grown adult and I guess physically. I don't really have children, or there's no children in the home or anyone that uses my Switch, so I never bothered accessing parental controls, but, same idea. When the pay service starts in September 2018, will membership plans be charged automatically? No. Nintendo account holders is kind of upsetting. May purchase Nintendo Switch Online membership plan at any time after launch. I guess that's okay. It's not a big deal. If I don't purchase, because that's something I wish the Pokemon Bank did was auto charge, but I'm not a fan of putting credit cards on consoles anyway, so I guess either way, what am I whining about? If If I don't purchase a Nintendo Switch online membership plan, will my Nintendo Switch system have any online features? Yes. Online features including Nintendo eShop, friend registration and management, the sharing of screenshots over social networks. That's actually very relieving to me. Nintendo Switch parental controls, system and software updates, and Nintendo Switch news will not be affected by the launch. So, basically, they're being very fair. Like, everyone's talking about how unfair and this idea is of having a paid online service after Nintendo did it for free for, like, generations. But I think that's perfectly fair. I think this whole idea of them starting a paid service is perfectly fair. It'll improve the online connectivity. It'll make things better. We won't have to worry about slowdown or charges, provided they do use the money properly, that is. And how do I set up save data backup? Man, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Alright, so this is interesting. This is actually, I haven't gone this far yet when I was reading about this. I've been reading this on my phone, so I haven't seen this. Make the most of your Nintendo Switch. The paid service lets you take your gaming up a notch, blah, 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 PR, PR, PR. So, online gameplay, yeah, I guess this will show everything that you need to know. There's not a lot they know, so I don't think I'll be bothered. And then they get the option to create a Nintendo account, because if you don't have one, well, I clearly have one, though, as you can see. So yeah, that's all I have to say on the subject. If there's any more questions, please leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer your question. And that's been a Switch Tour editorial on Nintendo Online, and we'll definitely go over this when it comes out. I'll be recording what I do to show you guys how it works. Maybe I'll pay for a month, and then when my friends and I figure out how to do the family plan, we'll work that out. But there's a lot of, we still don't know everything. When more information rolls out, I'll be here to help you guys out, probably a few days late after the announcement, like I always do. But, thank you for choosing me out of all your Nintendo Switch question type thingies. So, yeah, bye. Okay, so I feel totally dumb. I talk so much. I'm sure you even noticed there was a cut there, but I said goodbye, because I forgot. I talked so much in the beginning of this video about giving my opinions on this that I didn't do it. Really quick, because I did take a lot of time on this, I'm very optimistic about the paid online service they have here, and one thing I really want them to do is, I don't think the NES is enough for this Netflix-like thing they're doing. I think it's a great idea, because one thing I actually forgot to mention is really important. There will be no virtual console for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not disappointed by that. Many people are. I am not, because I am kind of tired of buying the same game from the Virtual Console 80 times. I have a lot of versions of Mario Brothers 1 to 3 in World. I have a lot of versions of... I've bought so many games multiple times because of that. So, again, as long as the Netflix service starts growing, whatever Nintendo's calling it, their streaming service for video games starts growing... I want a Super Nintendo one, I want an N64 one, a GameCube one, a Wii one, a Wii U. I want to see them adding like even more Commodore 64, like stuff from WiiWare, TurboGrafx 16, Genesis, Master System, like anything you can think of. Like, basically, I think it'd be fantastic if they really want to take this to the best level, really make this worth the money, is to basically have the WiiWare and the Wii U eShop games available, ones for the consoles, that is, not like the ones made specifically for the eShop, I mean, and have that, just have all that available to you at all times that you can always access as long as you're paying for the service, and then you can save your data in the cloud. That's confirmed for the NES games, at least. It's just such a great idea. They're all great ideas, if... I like what's going on. I think the price is a little too high, but I don't know everything yet about this. Nobody does. Nintendo hasn't talked about this enough. There's still some things I have to reveal before September, but I like what I'm seeing. If they keep going with this, I'll be plenty satisfied with what's going on. So that's my thoughts on this. So yeah, thank you guys. And this time, for real, I'll see you next time.